us two Brits are going to have a go at making American hash browns. They're nothing like ours. We're going to Florida. We're going to find out what they do, but we're going to try and recreate it over here just for you today. Right, okay, so we had a go at doing the American biscuits, which that video is actually really taken off, Sharon.
I hope all of you that are watching have subscribed as well.
Yeah, all our new American viewers, thank you very much for coming over and commenting on our video. But we're basically going to show you our type of hash browns, what we call it hash brown, over in the UK. These are them, which apparently has got no bearing on your hash brown, which is made out of these, which that is as well, but these are the unprocessed versions. So we're going to try and take these, grate them up, do what you do. I've watched a few videos. I know there's a few variations. We're going to keep it straightforward.
Yeah.
We're going to do them in a frying pan. You can do them on a hot plate or a skillet or whatever you call it. But the main thing is how you treat this potato. Ideally, it wants to be a russet potato, apparently.
Or a red potato.
But we haven't got them, so we've just
can't get either.
We've tried. We've been to about 4 or 5 shops in the UK here, and we couldn't find them. So we've gone with these baking potatoes. We don't know whether they're going to do the job. So let's start and have a look and see what we're going to have to do to get involved with this lot. Okay, then we'll start processing these potatoes. All we're going to do is just take a potato cutter, or peeler rather, just go around, peel the potatoes, and then we'll grate them, get them all in that box there, and then we're going to put all of them into cold water, remove all the starch, and it also stops them, Sharon, going brown.
Yes.
So we're going to do this when we've done that one, and then we'll come back to you.
We will.
So that's what the potato looks like, folks, when we put it through the grater. Drop it into there, and can you see how cloudy it all goes? Look, that is all the starch coming out of it apparently. So we're going to do this a few times until that water is actually clear, and then we're going to dry them all off. So let's get on with it. We're going to carry on doing this, and we'll see you in a minute. Right, so there's all our potatoes now. So we're going to place them in a sieve. You can use a colander, I suppose, but we're just going to place them in the sieve there, because there's smaller holes in that and less chance of it falling through the holes. And then just get the old cold water, and I'm just going to run the cold water all the way through these potatoes until it's running out clear. Apparently the starch is what we don't want in the potato, and once you've removed all the starch you should get a nice crispy potato. That's what we're looking for. So we've put them onto a clean tea towel down there, Sharon, and I'm just going to bring the ends up now because we've still got loads of water in there apparently. So we're just going to bring that bowl over here, look like that. And I'm going to try and wring this out as much as I can. Look at all that water still, look. But as you can see now, look, the water is actually running out clear, which is exactly what we're looking for apparently. So we've got to get as much water out of there as we can. And what I've seen people do is wring them out like this, because apparently in the middle there could be still water in there. So they open it back up again, and they just sort of shivel it about to get the middle bit out towards the edges, and then wrap it back up again. And let's see if we get any more come out there now. Here we go, in there. Let's have a look, see what that's like. Yeah, we're getting a bit out. There we go. There we go. And just to make sure, I'm going to get another tea towel, another clean one, just to lay that one out there this time. This one's dry, and I'm going to transfer all them onto that dry tea towel like that. There we go, just like that. And just spread them out a bit. And already I can see they're a hell of a lot drier than what they was. So I'm going to be happy to go with that. So we're just going to leave them there for 5 minutes, just to get that extra moisture out, and then we'll go on and start cooking them. Right, okay, then it's been about 5 minutes. And we've got some tissue paper here, as you can see. I'm just going to put that on the top and just dab it down. And as you can see, there's virtually nothing coming out on that now. Just a very, very small bit, so that's really dry enough. Over here, we've got our induction hob, and we've also got a large frying pan, or I think the Americans call it a skillet, Sharon, don't they?
Yeah.
And all we're going to do, we're going to put that onto a sort of a medium heat, and we're going to take some clarified butter. You want a good bit in here apparently. You can use an oil, we don't use vegetable oil, so we're going to go in with a good couple of tablespoonfuls of clarified butter. You need a good butter content or a good oil content, folks, because that's what's going to give you the brown and also stop it from sticking as well. So that's melting nicely now. We're going to take our dried potatoes now, as you can see. Now I may do this in one batch, I may do this in 2 batches. I'll see how it fills the frying pan. Let's have a little look. And we're just literally going to sprinkle that in there, just like that, and just spread it about, and then we're going to sort of just pat it down a little bit. We've probably got enough for 2 here. That's quite a thick one, that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we're just going to bring the edges down, medium to high heat apparently. So I'm going to leave that like that, and then we want to cover it up apparently, because it's the covering up that helps cook the potatoes on the top. So we'll leave that apparently for 5 minutes, come and have a look at it, and then we'll flip it over. Season first and then flip it over, because we've got no seasoning on that at the moment. Now a lot of people put different types of seasoning on it, whether it's a smoky paprika or whatever. We're just going for a straightforward plain salt and pepper. So come back in 5 minutes time, and then we'll flip it over and see what it's like. Right, okay folks, I'm just going to switch it off for the moment. That's 5 minutes, and let's have a little look. It looks a bit crusty underneath, Sharon, doesn't it?
It do.
Where's the spatula there? Hold on, bear with me. I think it's going to be a fine line between it cooking and burning, so we just got to be careful. Now, I've made it a bit big here, but let's have a look. Oh, hello, look at that. Well, that don't look too bad, Shell, does it?
No.
So apparently, let's put it on again now for another...
You didn't season it.
Couple of minutes. Oh yeah, I didn't season it, did I?
Oh, you have to season it when you eat it.
No, I'm going to season it now actually. I'm going to put some salt on it. Come to the cupboard. See, I got so excited, I forgot to season it, Sharon, but we'll just put a little pinch of...
And as you can see, that frying pan's a bit big for that hob because of the edges.
Yeah. So we just put some Himalayan pink salt on there. Like that. And I'm going to put some white pepper on it. So let's just have a little go with the white pepper as well. There we go. Just like that. And we'll let that cook out for another 2 minutes, and then we'll compare this to the hash brown we're used to in this country. So back on with the lid. Right, so there we go folks, that's another couple of minutes. I've just broke them up a little bit because I wanted to just check the underside of them as well. So let's just flip them out there, look. That looks like it's done to me, Sharon.
Yeah.
Let's bring it all out onto a plate, just so we can have a little taste test. There we go. And while that one's doing that stuff, I'm just going to put a little bit more in here. A bit of the ghee again, because we're going to cook that second load, and we just leave that ticking over for 5 minutes whilst we're doing a little taste test here. Again, that ghee is lovely for this. It's clarified butter basically. Just means that you ain't got no butter solids in there to burn. So this one's a little bit smaller. So in we go again. I'm just going to mix that butter through it first. Just that we've got some butter going through the whole rusty. I called it a rusty.
It's not, it's a hash, isn't it?
Right, there we go. So I'm just going to leave that one now. Tuck it in.
Away from the edges.
Just like that. That's a more realistic size, isn't it?
Yeah.
Put the lid on. Happy days. Let's taste this rusty. I keep calling it a rusty, Shell.
What is it?
Hash brown.
Thank you.
Looks like a rusty to me, potato rusty. Right, okay. Now this is going to be interesting, folks. Here's our standard ones first. Let's have a little go of our standard ones, Sharon, as we know as a hash brown. These have just been heated up in the air fryer, folks. They're already cooked, basically, or partially cooked. That's what we know as a hash brown, isn't it? It's nice.
It is nice.
Nice on the breakfast. But this thing, we've got no idea. This is the first attempt. So let's just go for this one first, yeah?
Oh.
So let's pull this one out. Again, don't forget, this one's a lot more oilier because it is cooked in butter. Now, I'm looking for the different texture.
It's a different texture, totally different.
It does need the seasoning.
It does.
And it's a lot more oilier, probably because we may have put too much butter in, but
There's no way
It's a lovely taste, and the burnt bits, or the caramelised bits.
Let's try this one now.
I'd happily eat that with a breakfast. This second one, a lot thinner, a lot more even cook on it.
That's better.
Is it?
Better.
So we might have overloaded the pan too much by what Sharon's saying. Let's have a go. A lot more crunch on that, and it's also thinner as well. Very easy to eat a lot of it. Out of the two,
I prefer that one.
I do actually. So yeah, I think we overloaded the first one.
There's no way, is there, people?
It was a lot. It was a lot thicker, but again, that was just me making a mistake. This is lovely.
And he did put too much butter in.
It doesn't really compare with these, to be honest with you.
No, they're two different things.
They are two totally different things.
Because to me, that's got a bit of an oniony taste.
They do put onions in these ones, and also these are a lot thicker as well. A different flavour, a different texture, two different things you call hash browns. I'd happily eat this with a breakfast, and I would happily eat them with a breakfast as well. It's nice to taste them.
But it's nice a bit chicken though. Well,
And the thinner they are, the less like a rusty it is, a rusty or whatever they call it.
Here we go again.
Yeah,
Right.
lovely crunch with that. Right. Question is, have we done it right, folks? You Americans, let us know. It's only our first attempt at doing these, creating these at home. Never done it before.
But I'll tell you what, I'm trying them next week.
I'm sure there's a few variations out there. These are supposed to be sort of the restaurant style that they cook on the hot plate. I've seen people put different herbs in there. I've seen people put paprika in there, and maybe even a little bit of chilli as well. But we wanted to taste a standard one. If we're going into a cafe or a restaurant or whatever, probably be served up something like this. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed that. Do check out our other vids, and if you've never been to our channel before, do hit the subscribe button and go to our playlist and see what we get up to during the week as well.
Hit the hype button.
Hit the hype button as well. Anyway, thanks very much, folks. We're going to be potatoed out in a minute, so we'll see you in the next video in the US of A. Come and see our journey, our first time we've been there, and we're taking you with us. Thanks very much. We'll see you in the next video, and until then,
Bye.
bye for now.